So hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about my favorite light machine guns in Phantom Forces. So obviously continuing from my previous episode about my favorite SMGs, which by the way you should really check out. But yeah, before we start, please do subscribe and like this video if you do enjoy this content. It really helps me out a ton. And kicking this off with an honorable mention, which is also something I've used a lot, the MG36, and this isn't my highest kill LMG. It's actually not even that close, but really right now it's really solid. It's one of the best because it has 100 rounds of like a 5-second reload, I think. Either way, it's not very high. It's not very slow. It's got less than 5-second reload speed for 100 rounds. And it's also got a 4-hit kill up close, which goes down to a 5-hit kill. Without any special multipliers, but yeah. It has decent recoil, which means you can hit people quite well at range, as you can see. But yeah, this is a really powerful option because it's really good for feeds. Like, you could go on for like multis without having to reload, and then when you do have to reload, it's only 5 seconds. Like, I think after 5 seconds you do lose your multi, but like you can hit a crazy one in between. Like, it's a real solid like contender just because of its ammo, its fire rate, which is also quite solid, its recoil, its damage. You know, overall, it's a very solid contender. It also has some good penetration, and its muzzle velocity is also quite nice. So overall, I'd rate this maybe an 8, 9 out of 10. I don't know. It's sort of slow, which is my only complaint, and also the LMGs aren't really that good right now compared to like PDWs and stuff. Anyway, my third highest kill gun is the RPK-74. I used this a ton back when it had like a 2-hit kill head with lower recoil than that. And like, yeah, it's not fast, but like fast firing by any means, but you know, it's got 40 something rounds. It's got a lot of ammo, and that coupled with its good damage, or what it used to have good damage, and its slow fire rate meant that you really conserved a lot of ammo when killing. Right now though, it's not that good. It still has a 3-hit kill, but you know, with this fire rate, I'd be very surprised if it didn't. With Hollow Point though, it would have a 2-hit kill head, but then you're trading a lot of a bit of penetration. Still, I think, you know, you're still free hitting with Hollow Point. Hollow Point might not actually be that bad on this, but you know, it's if you want to use it. I don't find it necessary. It's got quite a slow time to kill because it doesn't have that headshot and also that low fire rate. And it's also got a lot of muzzle velocity. I think very similar, if not more, than the Intervention or the BFG, which actually 3,150. Yeah, it's got more than the BFG and more than the Intervention. It's got more than pretty much everything. Yeah, it's got more velocity than like every base sniper. So yeah, overall, because of its velocity, I'd rate it, and it's also decent damage and good ammo and good ammo conservation. I'd rate it like a 7 out of 10. It's not that good anymore because it doesn't have a 2-hit kill, but overall, handles nicely, and honestly, if you have it, you should use it. Coming into number 2, this should really have been quite obvious. It's the AUG HBAR. Obviously, I didn't use it until like a bit before its nerf. I really didn't like it. It felt too slow for me. I prefer the AUGs in the assault rifle class and the PDW class. But I think when I use its like good recoil, I started like changing my playstyle to stop being like as aggressive as I could be with playstyle of like the assault rifles and PDWs. I started moving back to like you know, I started choosing the distances at which I was fighting. I started moving away from enemies so that, you know, I wasn't, like, gonna get outmaneuvered everywhere with the slow thing. Right now, though, you know, I don't think it ever had a 3-hit kill. I don't remember, but it definitely doesn't have one now. It also has a bit worse recoil than it used to, which is sad, but yeah. There's a way to work around that recoil. I'm using open bolt, I think. Close bolt. It has amazing muzzle velocity, like crazy muzzle velocity. Basically cross map people with its velocity. It's amazing. Yeah, it's got 31 damage, and it's got good ranges actually. Probably, yeah, you could 4-hit kill 250 studs, which is really good. And then again, its recoil isn't even that bad, and this probably isn't the best recoil mitigating setup. Okay, great. This probably isn't the best setup for recoil as well, which just shows, even though the recoil's worse than it used to be, and it used to be amazing, it's still quite solid. I'd rate this maybe also a 7 out of 10. It's not what it used to be, but it's still good at, you know, getting a good amount of kills. There is a conversion for this, which is really funny, but it's 22 long rifle. For which I'm actually going to use something like that. And instead of closed bolt, I'd use like blue laser. It's only got 20 rounds, but it's got that recoil. It doesn't have good damage either, but it has absolutely zero recoil. It's amazing. It has better handling. Overall, it still gets some good damage over that range. As you can see, I was hitting 30 for a headshot, which really is powerful. I think it can 2-hit kill to the head at closer ranges, which is sort of insane. If you could hit headshots consistently, this might be a 10 out of 10. But then again, very few people can have that. So to the average player, maybe a 6 out of 10. With its low recoil, like, I could... Like, you could see, it's got low recoil, but... I wouldn't run this over the main, like, the stock ammo, even though it actually has a torso multiplier, which means it can 4-hit kill up close to the torso. That really is not bad. I might actually bump it up to like an 8 out of 10. You should really try this out. I think it's really good. I really thought this might be underrated actually. It can 2-hit kill heads. With this recoil as well. Wait, I really think that's good. Hang on. Yeah, this has some crazy damage. It falls off very fast though, but to about 90 studs you can 2-hit kill head, and then after that, 30 damage to the head. It's really only if you hit heads at range, but I'm hoping that... Okay, second storm. I can try using this at range for a bit, but... You know... But yeah, overall, the base HBAR probably in 7 out of 10. It's really nothing special anymore. It's just a slow LMG with a 4-hit kill, lower than average recoil, but still nothing to really make it worth using. But yeah, as you can see, that 20 rounds goes fast, and it's only good if you have amazing accuracy. It also does drop off a bit of muzzle velocity, which makes it a bit harder to... Yeah, but overall, this can actually be a 10 out of 10 if you don't know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, like I kind of don't know, it'll probably be more of like a 6, 7 out of 10, maybe even lower. But number 1 is the Colt LMG. I'm gonna run it base ammo. Now, the reason I got so many kills on this is because basically, it used to have like a 1.10 torso multiplier, which meant that if you run 223 Remington, it could 3-hit kill torso while having like 0 ammo. I could run 223, but you know, 223 is not good anymore because they nerfed this weapon by removing the torso multiplier. I think they also made the recoil ever so slightly worse, but... yeah, it's got your free hit kill. It doesn't, like with RPK, it doesn't have the good 2-hit kill head. But I think it really, what makes it good is the fact that while it doesn't have good handling, it has alright damage with no torso multiplier, no headshot, like no 2-hit kill head. I still think what makes it good is that it's rank 0. It is a rank 0 weapon, which means from the moment you play Phantom Forces for the first time, you will have this weapon. And I'll use 223 to demonstrate what it might have looked like. As you can see, it barely loses out on a free hit kill. But yeah, it had this recoil with a free hit kill on 60 rounds, which honestly was amazing. But yeah, don't use this now, it sucks. But yeah, if you're a rank 0, you could pick this off of you could pick this up off the bat. As soon as like you use it for the first time. Okay, my audio's really messed up now. Good. But yeah, you can pick this up off the start, off the bat, and you know, be good with it. The one thing about it being a rank 0 weapon is that even though it's a rank 0 weapon, it's still worse than the MP5K. Like, you could use the MP5K at any point because it's also rank 0, and it's just so much better. It has a free hit kill. It does drop off, but, you know, it's faster firing, it's faster handling, you know. That's my issue with LMGs right now, is that there's no point of running them. They don't have that good of, like, a damage buff. And many of them just lose out on damage. They only have better range, but because of how fast people get to you with, like, SMGs, that range is kind of nullified. And they also have quite high recoil, a lot of them do. Like the Colt LMG without 223 really will struggle to hit your shots at range. But yeah, you could run armor piercing on this, actually, and it will be pretty alright. 6.5 Grendel, don't run, the recoil's too kind of bad. 20 tactical, you can run for a 2-hit head, but slightly worse recoil and less mag. Overall, it's an 8 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for me. It used to be a 10 out of 10, now it's an 8 out of 10. It just is overshadowed by other classes. In its class, it's probably one of the best, but yeah. It's really quite, you know. The LMGs need a buff. I think they should have a little bit more damage. Not this. I mean, maybe not this. Maybe if it had like a 2-hit head, or maybe that torso multi-back, then it would be more viable. You know, the MG36 is already great, but you know, once again, no point of running it. It's a bit too slow, you know. Yeah. RPK, L86, you don't want to run these. They're just too slow. You can't really counter something like the MP5K. But yeah. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe if you did. It really helps me out a ton, as I said. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.